Hi, Dave Eling again with Veterans Did You Know? This is our legal episode that we're doing. We've done some good segments here. If you haven't caught the beginning of it, you need to go back and watch number 1 up through this one, and because it's all building on this. There's some great information that you need to go back and look at. Because the legal field can be intimidating to anybody, you want to do things right, especially when you're talking about estates, especially when you're talking about money, especially when you talk about making sure that money goes where you want it to go, assets that make you eligible for other programs, and the VA is no difference. You have to be eligible for that. And then we talked about this aid and attendance, and Denise, you were talking about you becoming the pro at filling these out and putting them in. But what are some of the other things that you found that has to be done with this? We submit the package, you got all put together, and they get the award. Then what happens?
Well, just like in Medicaid planning, every year you have to have a review of your benefits. So once you are approved, a lot of people let the ball drop and they don't follow through again. They still have to keep track of their assets, and they still have to keep track of how much health care they're paying for out of pocket, and see, so that you continually can receive these benefits indefinitely. But a lot of people then just drop the ball, or if they get something from the VA in the mail, they don't open the envelope. We find that a lot. So what we try to explain to our clients, when they get approved, we do a letter, and we tell them, this is what you have to still keep track of. This is what you have to, you're going to be getting a letter from the VA maybe 10 months from now, once you get approved, so that once you get the letter, you want to make sure you call us right away, so we can get that letter in quickly and efficiently, rather than sit on it for a few months, because what will happen is there's a due date always, and they'll cut your benefits off. And then once they do that, we'd have to reapply completely all over again, rather than just sending in an easy 2-page letter with your bank statement, your current bank statements, and with your current income and asset information. So we try to make sure that once they're our clients and they're in with us, we try to make sure that they stay organized and that they get back with us, right?
Yeah, because your financial can change. You could inherit some money, or you could have lost some money, or something changes.
Right, and if anything like that happens, we need to explain that to the VA.
Yes, exactly. They want to know why. What was the big change?
Where did this money come from? Right.
So when you have this legal firm that's backing you up, you have the security of knowing, okay, now that I have this annual review is coming due, and so they're going to check on it and follow. But you still got to take responsibility. I had a vet come in the other day that he's getting a pension, and they do the same thing, annual review. He gets a thing in January 1st saying, we need this by this date. And at the end of March, he comes in and said, Dave, they said, if I don't have this in 2 days, they're going to stop my checks. I said, well, you wait 3 months before you decide this is what you want to do. But he was panicked, because he said, what am I going to do without my money? I said, well, you should have been thinking about that in January, not March here. So we faxed some information in, we made some telephone calls, and saved it. He got his check for him, okay, and he promised me, so I'd be back. But the same thing, you have to be able to get this and be diligent about doing your homework. It's your responsibility to do it. You can't expect me as a vet service center, or you guys to bird dog every single thing. But it's nice when you have you're their client, and that's from the privileges of having the firm that is representing them and doing stuff for them and following through. So it's pretty cool. And what we're going to talk about
Well, I think one of the things I just want to add to that is that we really try to take the burden off of the client as much as possible. When you are trying to put somebody into assisted living, you're moving them out of the home, as is often the case when we're applying for aid and attendance. It's a very emotional and stressful period. And so the last thing that you want to have to think about is collecting all of this financial information and getting all this stuff together that needs to be collected for this VA application for aid and attendance. And so what we do is we have you sign a release that gives us the ability to contact your financial institutions and collect this information on your behalf. So otherwise, and I feel very strongly that we do this for the clients, because when I first started, we would give the clients this big list, and they would just be so overwhelmed by the amount of things that they would have to collect. And it might take them a couple months before they would come back in, because they're dealing with things every day that are so difficult that then to have to do this other, collect this stuff was just too much. And so then if you wait a couple months and we're not getting the thing filed, that could be several thousands of dollars in benefits. Exactly. And so to me, it's really important that we not waste that couple of months. And as you indicated before, they could also die, and things could happen during those months that change things. So it's very important to us that we get things done timely. And so by having that release sign, then that gives Denise the ability to contact these places, and we can collect the information for you. It takes the burden off of you, and it allows us to do things in a more timely manner so that we can get you the benefits quicker, and we can get them awarded to you as fast as we can. So I think that that's another benefit that we have. And then I just wanted to mention that we also have, as I was saying, you know, this is an emotional period for people having to put a loved one into assisted living, and we recognize that that they might need some emotional support during this period. And so we created a support group to help our spouses of those who are, spouses and I guess children, we have some children that attend, who are putting a loved one into either a nursing home or assisted living, like the veterans might be, with the aid and attendance. And it has really been helpful to them, and it's something that I'm quite proud of that we've done. We have people that are in all different stages of putting someone into a facility. Maybe they haven't yet, and they're trying to get up the courage to do so, and it's helping them to talk to other people who have been dealing with those same feelings of perhaps guilt, or that they, you know, feeling that, you know, I did this for better or for worse, and I'm giving up if I put them into a facility. So we have them, the others who have already gone through that, share with them their experiences, and we have some who have already had someone in a facility for maybe over a year, and others who have just put someone in a facility, so they might be crying every day, and they might be trying to spend 24 hours a day at the facility, and then when they're not there, they don't know what to do with their time because they've been caregiving for so long, that to have this free time, they feel guilty doing anything for themselves. So the group really supports each other and helps work through those issues, and I think that that's a really nice service that we provide to our clients, and something that I know that Denise and I are really, really proud of. But when you work with Denise and I, you do get the both of us, and so it is a very team approach here, and the whole goal is for us to take the burden off of you in filing these forms and dealing with the bureaucracy that does come along with aid and attendance and any other type of government run programs.
And I can attest personally for what they worked with me and my family, and I know I've sent a number of vets down who've just been thrilled to death, so happy that they did it, and so comfortable with both of you. I mean, because you make them feel like family, and you guide them through this, and you take the burden off. And the after, you're right, because when you do put somebody, you have to put them into a nursing care facility, whether it be assisted living or full blown. There's that guilt thing, especially from the older group, because they've always said, you know, I promise you I'll never do that to you. Yeah. But you get to that point where your health is being damaged. You're not a professional caregiver, and there is a point when you're going to hurt yourself. We're all human. Oh, yeah. We're all human. And then both of you end up being in there because you destroyed your health in the process of taking another one. So you've got to know when you're doing a favor or when you do the disfavor to yourself and the family. And the guilt thing is, and by you talking to people, say, look, you can only do so much. You're only human, and you find a place where they're safe and secure. They're being looked after. And there's always an adjustment period, and I know with my own in-laws, they're just tickled where they are. Every day my father-in-law's all through winter, I don't have to like that snow anymore, or rake those leaves anymore. And he says he eats 3 meals a day. He loves it, and you get a little bit used to it. And that's the nice part. But you go through the anxiety of, oh man, did I do the right thing? Should I drive a dog home? And you can't. You're not the caregiver, so you have to do that. And the team concept down here, you'll not find any place better than what these ladies and this organization and this business does for you. So if you're interested in aid and attendance, you can contact the Vet Service Center and we can help you, or you can contact down here if you want some estate planning and come down and talk with them, and they'll tell you what they can do for you. And I think you're going to be just thoroughly pleased with it and very confident of the end results. All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate you joining the show, and give them a call, and either one will be happy to talk to you and do something good for you.
Thank you, Dave, for having us
Well,
today.
thanks.
That was,
really
it was our
enjoyed it.
pleasure
It
to be
wasn't that
here.
bad, was it?
No.
So, you guys make it a great day. We'll see you next time.